Exactly, Frame. Video gamers.
The one with Professor Layton in it, right?
What?
Isn't the one with Professor Layton in it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love when Professor Layton says it's time
This
to
looks like a
Layton all
puzzle.
over him.
Anyway, I hope you are all excited for me to blow my nose every once in a while.
Nice.
Because that is simply the state I'm
Yeah,
in.
how's your cold doing?
What?
How's your cold feeling,
I could.
Frame?
Yesterday, like, doing anything, my throat was in a lot of physical pain, including talking, so I'm doing better. I got my water.
That's good.
I'm just am a little congested, so sorry when you hear, or however you do that. Anyway, let's get to it. Maya got kidnapped by a guy.
Like
I hope I can remember. I hope I can remember my voices.
Same.
Just think about what you of 3 weeks ago would do.
What would the Galactin of 3 weeks ago think?
It's just time travel.
just go back. Do it again.
My voices are easy. They're always stuff like game show host,
Yeah.
cowboy, Franziska von Karma.
Yeah, meanwhile,
I'm doing my best.
you're
I'm
good.
doing my best Kronk impression when I do Gumshoe, so there's that at least. I got that one down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Barlow
This is
just
like
has
all
to play
patch
8-year-old child.
Fuck me, dude. I have beverages this time. I got all sorts of water for this. Yeah, mine is either 8-year-old child's, fucking I don't know,
Or
lot
Miles
of heart,
Edgeworth.
or Miles Edgeworth or Mo the Clown.
Oh.
It's just just Mo the Clown. There's no other description for it.
Remember Mo the Clown? Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt on guard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is
Hello,
very
stream?
important. That is my stream? Oh shit, yeah, you guys need to see the stream. Ha! I
Oh my
decided
gosh, I was like,
I only showed it to
Freems-
Twitch. I forgot I had to double stream it.
don't worry guys, it's the
Don't worry.
blindfolded run
Just watch my
of Ace
Twitch. There we
Attorney.
go. It is very important that we get Mr. Matt on guard. Or whatever the hell we're talking about.
Oh, alright. So now what should we do?
Well, the trial's tomorrow, and we only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. On Guard's innocent. We have to find the real killer. Because that's how it's always done. There's no other way. We can't
Harry
just
Mason.
say he couldn't have done it.
Okay, then let's start looking.
Phoenix opens the window. It's like, did you do it? Did you kill that guy?
Do it.
Alright,
It's funny,
Pearl.
so the hotel's literally across the street
Alright,
from
Pearl,
you, I
what do you
think.
think? Nice.
That's a lawyer's secret treasure, isn't it?
I guess?
I feel like it has a mysterious power, just like my Magatama.
Well, I guess I could let her think what she wants on this one.
It makes you book smart, and sometimes
And
money
sometimes
smart,
money
Mr.
smart.
Right?
What to do? Since there were no psych locks, then that means we could trust Mr. On Guard to be innocent.
Oh, I really feel so much better knowing that. Ever since last night, I was so worried that I kept wondering and wondering, and what if he's the real killer? What then? Oh, why am I excited about this?
Yay! Any ideas?
Yay,
Hey, I have something I
what
want to
is
ask
the
you,
real
Pearls.
Okay, what is it?
Why are you so interested in how Maya and I get along? This is a weird thing to be talking about during her kidnapped arc, but anyway. I mean, she and I don't have anything special
What do you mean? But I thought you and Mystic Maya were. I've been mistaken this whole time. No way.
Ah! She really wasn't kidding? Pearls actually believes Maya and I are. Maybe I should have just left it alone. Especially during the kidnapped arc.
Mr. Nick, stop it! Don't hide your true feelings from me.
Oh, she slapped me!
Slap.
What?
Slap. Get
Using
slapped.
stuff.
Get slapped, that's it. We're going to the
Get
hotel.
slapped.
I guess I could go to the detention. Yo, Matt Arngard here.
Matt Armguards.
Matt Arngard.
March 21.
Oh yeah, yes. Ah, the lawyer, dude. So what did you find out? Literally nothing. I haven't done anything yet. Well, I'm still in the middle of investigating. I see. But I've already told you everything I know, dude. Well, good talk. I don't know why I came here. I guess I could talk to you, but I kind of want to look at things first, so... Let's go to the hotel.
We're going to the lobby.
I didn't think he'd actually, like, be available, because I hadn't done anything yet. I thought I'd just say, he's not here right now. But so, oh, yeah.
Gee, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in without...
Oh, good morning.
Hold on, it's you! What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true?
Yeah, did you do it with your laser gun?
It's a bad rerun is what this is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds.
You know, that's not entirely.
Oh, you know that I was a huge fan of Juan's. Why, oh why, do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way. Ever since I was a girl, the class hamster was fine until it died. You know, the other kids called me the Queen Reaper.
Actually, I want to ask you about the murder and what happened.
Don't push me, boy.
Mr. Nick. I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast, and it was too fast for Llama to read.
This old guy, can you please speak a little slower so Llama could read your lines of dialogue?
You're a fucking bitch! Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants!
Jesus. Oh my god. Stop! It's not a real gun. I guess if it was, I'd just be dead. So maybe I should be glad?
Like I can just see her.
What the hell?
fog.
Enjoy this badge. Oh,
I don't have anything to say to delinquents like you.
okay. She's clamming up like the old clam she is.
Please, anything would be helpful.
Well then, how about I tell you my measurements?
No!
No, that's okay. Really.
She really doesn't like you, does she, Mr. Nick?
I know. The least popular guy in school. I don't know if this will work. Oh, good.
My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did I finally find a star that makes this heart go bottom again.
I don't know what to say.
I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? I got your words. No one's gonna get away with saying anything bad about my Juan.
But I haven't said anything.
Well, I don't believe the word that woman says anyway.
Huh? What woman?
That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent.
Dude, this is like the meeting of the minds.
Mixes.
I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop? Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of the word modesty. When I was a young maiden, I was so beautiful even the flowers of the field. But despite this, oppressed flowers or read the stars or...
Pearls, are you thirsty?
A little.
Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something.
Thank you very much.
Hey, are you paying attention? Youngins today.
So I'm guessing this old bag heard everything from Lotta. What happened? I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder.
I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready.
Getting ready? For what?
The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards.
Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference.
Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder.
Yeah, I see.
But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly.
Wow, someone's seeing something clearly in a Phoenix Wright game?
Whoa, someone's seeing something clearly in a Phoenix Wright game?
What?
Full Action 2024?
I have a game?
I saw the most important moment of the night.
Wow, that's real. What is it? The most important moment. You don't mean?
Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today.
But please tell me, what did you see? What?
Oh, dimension.
You're gonna really hell dimension me on this? What?
The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't?
Please don't stray onto another tangent. Please.
Oh, dimension.
If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present.
Wait, so what? Am I even proving anything? Do I just have to bring her like a fucking like an apple juice box and she'd be like, ooh,
Yeah, bring her a small apple juice, remind her of the olden days.
great, awesome. Oh wait, bye. We're going to the juice bar for pearls.
Juice bar.
I love the juice bar. Dude, it'd be really funny if like the bellboy showed up again. It's like, hi, I've
Like some
kidnapped.
shoes.
I guess Phoenix wouldn't know that. Looks like the investigation is in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens.
I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere.
Glad no one cares that I've just brought an 8-year-old child to this crime scene.
Can't believe it, Phoenix Wright. You're bringing me to every crime scene.
Now, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess.
Everyone brings a child to a crime scene sometimes.
As they should. Yo,
What does this mean?
I love the hallway.
Well, you'll really love the hallway now. Hey,
I-
you're here.
Whoa, the dining room was great, wasn't it? Let's go.
No, Mr. Wright. I've been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer.
A lot of...
Hey, Mr. Copfella, that thief right there. He showed his face.
What?
Arrest him. Put him on a trial. Find him guilty. Give him the death penalty.
What the fuck? What's wrong, Laura? Are you feeling alright?
Looked here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you hurry up and give it back to me, you creep?
What the fuck?
What are you looking for? My camera! C-A-M-E-R-A! It's my lifeblood! I'm gonna die without my $700 camera!
Your camera?
Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are!
Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. You want to look at my badge instead?
Right, Mr. Wright.
No, you don't. Do you know anything?
Give
At
me
all?
back my camera!
I don't
Oh,
know.
sorry. I told you how many times now. I'm a journalist, Mr. Wright. I got so much info running laps in my head, I forget my lines here and there, and things. Please don't get so worked up after this. Over this, fuck. I don't care if you beg me. Be extra tough on kids. That's this gal's motto on learning youngsters.
Okay. Anyway, the camera? So you lost your camera?
No, it ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in a store and it's $1,600 brand new. Oh, but didn't you say you just bought it for like $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. Made this itty bitty scratch on it, and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to and was real mean about it too. He done made me cry at that.
What are we doing here?
Someone's
camera
Yeah.
told. When did you lose your camera?
Yeah, Maya's kidnapped right now, and it's just like, haha.
Last night after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie.
Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours?
don't really know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. Like the last time we met. So I don't remember. Besides, I couldn't get anything from my big goop.
I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. She just sucks.
I don't suck, Mr. Rye. I suck less than you do.
I didn't say anything out loud. What happened? Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder.
I love how you always say that.
Well, but from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, yeah. I was here the time Mr. Engard was arrested.
What are you doing here?
You sure you went to school, city boy?
Jeez.
Whenever a lot of art goes, there's a story to be found. A big scoop to be had.
A big scoop? Like ice cream?
I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Right, of course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot.
I wonder what scoop she was after this time.
Although, I was also on the lookout for some of the other stars that were here. So maybe I wasn't here the entire time, and
Yo, big scoop! Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop?
well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof?
What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Oh, are you serious?
Welcome to the Lotta Dimension. Your
This
host-
is a normal question for normal people.
Oops, sorry. I'm not a normal person, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that.
Who in Ace
Trade
Attorney is a
secret, you
normal
know.
person?
Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide?
Oh, we've been stopped, haven't we?
Yeah, she summoned the hell dimension.
Oh, not the hell dimension. Yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer.
You don't even know what you've done. I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta, in your I rule smile.
I rule.
I rule. I have nothing here. Okay. Oh, I could go into. Oh, I could go into both of their rooms. That's interesting. Matt on guard's room. What was hotel room?
Guards, hotel room.
Where are we?
Around. We're in Mr. Matt on guard's dressing room. This is our client's room. I don't know. Is the bellboy actually going to show up here? May I help you with something? I mean, oh no.
Oh, nope, that's
Oh.
not
Stranger.
the boy.
That's not the bellboy.
Not Bellboy.
This is a stranger. We're
I think I have enough voices already at the moment.
All right. Barlow, do you have a strong opinion either way?
Fuck. That's a good question. I would honestly say we would flip on it, but I don't have a coin.
Hang on.
out of real coin flip hours.
Real coin flip hours. It's the mini game in these games.
I will flip a copy of Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Okay.
Yo, let's go.
Heads or tails?
I'll call Arceus so heads, I guess.
Heads.
Oh shit.
What'll it be?
Oh, I said heads.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just,
Or wait.
that means you call.
Sure, I'll go for it.
Anyway. Hello, stranger.
You're Mr. Ngard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much.
Weird for you to know that in 2 seconds. And a coin flip.
Well, I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail.
How did you know I'm his lawyer?
You were just saying that he was your client.
I guess I did say that, and then we flipped a Pokemon cartridge.
In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow!
Boom! Deduction. Fuck.
It's a simple deduction, really.
Herlock Sholmes.
That's right. You don't even know my name?
Who?
The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Engard's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct?
Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either.
Ah, it's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. I am Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business.
All right. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. What the hell are we doing here? Why don't I get my badge? Nope. I'd like to ask you about this.
I told you, I hate trifling matters.
Well, you didn't tell me, but that's okay.
It's a waste of time to show me things that are of no relevance to me.
Wow, this is the first time I've been shut down this badly. Just try to show someone your badge and...
It's only like, what, the third time?
I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Then I will tell you.
Oh, one sec, I got a cat in my eyes.
I don't know if the cat's still in your
The
eyes,
cat's
Freem.
good. Yeah, I'm free.
Oh, gotcha. Before the awards ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Engard.
Nice seashell card.
Thank you. I was playing poker in this very room, I might add.
I don't know what poker game has that card, but awesome. Dinner? What did you eat?
I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me.
I bet she's a lot of fun at parties.
When the awards show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall.
And after the show ended, you came back to this room?
No, I had some small errands to run.
I hope the small errands weren't murder.
Well, I helped with the preparations in the lobby.
Good, dude. Looks like they weren't. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess.
When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. Engard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Kuroda.
And that's when he found his body, isn't it?
You really held strong through everything?
Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. Relation to On God. So about you and...
I was thinking for a minute. Well, I could tell you to stop right there. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. Engard and I are related, are you?
Sorry.
I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer.
How he could chose you as his lawyer?
Yeah. Tripped me up for a sec.
Why did she have to go and say something like that?
Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright?
I need to get you like a
I already gave
stool.
Wait, what?
I'm assuming she's very short.
I would estimate at least 3 feet. But anyways,
I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. Engard's manager.
His manager. Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Corrida, have one?
No, he did not.
I guess he's a loser. He didn't?
Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars.
I see.
This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this? Honestly. You're wrong! I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya.
Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? We'll go to the hotel juice bar. It'll be great.
With the bellboy.
Anyway, I'm examining. Yo, who ate a finger? What the fuck is this?
Food named Finger.
There's a giant bone. Oh, it's a bone. There's a giant bone sitting on the plate.
Oh,
Meat on the bone.
I don't really like meat.
Bone on the meat bone.
Bone on the meat.
There's something weird about this plate. I just wish I could put my finger on what it is. Like the finger on the plate, which is a bone.
bone.
Meat on the bone.
Looks like dishes left over from dinner. A dinner for two at that.
I'm sure they're Mr. Ungard and Miss Andrews' plates. That's
Looks
what
like
the
they
scary
had
lady said.
T-bone steaks. What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks? Nice sword. There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here.
I think that shaky-looking thing is called a happy.
Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. Maya would be absolutely thrilled.
Or Maya.
This is not an object of interest? Really?
Nope.
Probably
Nothing
Mr.
interesting about it whatsoever.
It's probably Mr.
Nope.
Ungard's suitcase. For someone who's only going to be here for the award show, this is a lot of stuff. Looks like he has about 3 days worth of clothes in here.
Stars really are different from us, aren't they?
Bed. That's the bedroom over there.
That's a bed? Wow, they have really big beds here. Unlike the box you have at home, Mr. Wright.
But what? Oh. Well, this is a surprisingly uninteresting room to look at. I guess I could try. I'll just see if she reacts to either of the two guys. 'Cause she's the manager. Yeah.
I asked to become Mr. Ungard's manager. He's a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition.
Mr. Ungard does seem like a rather weak-willed man, always doing as he's told.
He's always saying my manager, right, Mr. Nick?
Do you have any opinion on the dead guy? Yes. Did you know the victim, Mr. Kurita?
Yeah, I knew him. The world is such a small place after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. Either one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die.
That's an alarming thing to say. Got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Juan Corrida was killed. Tell me. Do you have any ideas?
As to...
As to why Mr. Corrida was murdered?
Why would you ask me about such a thing?
I'm just doing my job. So, do you have any ideas? Oh, God damn it. That's a yes.
Hell Dimension once again.
Hell Dimension 4.
Miss Andrews?
Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation.
Evidently. Jeez.
Is it a Cyclock, Mr. Nick?
It's the theme of the day. Yes, there's going to be more and more of these lately. Oh, well, let's go check out... Not you.
It's me!
Goodbye. What the fuck?
Bear. Oh my god, it's Llama's gifts.
Bear room.
Bear.
Bear. Mr. Nick, where are we?
We're in Mr. Juan Corrida's room, Pearls. Which I guess is the bear room.
The bear room. Mr. Corrida.
The victim. Which makes this the crime scene, too.
Oh, it's you. Oh, hello. So, what
Press
happened?
compute.
The kidnapper, has he contacted you again?
Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Onguard's acquittal.
You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there?
I just want Maya to be alright.
We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal.
Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene?
Just this one. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you've gotta keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here.
Thank you.
No, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy.
Wow! You're giving it to me! Thank you!
Map obtained.
Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good.
Mr. Nick, I got a map!
That's great, Pearls.
But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says.
Pearls.
Hold up, Gumshoe. You're on hold. I need to... No, I'm not leaving. I need to see what the fuck is going on in this room.
Wait, but you gotta show him your bet.
I will, but I gotta...
Yeah, what the fuck is this room?
There's so much.
Wow, there are a lot of bears!
Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have?
There's even a few in the trash
You
can.
threw the bears away? Is that Among Us in the right?
Doot.
Yeah, I
That's
got
a coffee machine.
the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears.
Or wait, no, it's a rice maker.
Or teddies. In Persona 4.
What are we flashing back to? What?
It's hard to bear
What?
with all these problems.
The mo in my head?
It's me, Mr. Right. I'll always be in your head.
I apparently need to get that checked out.
I was not ready for that.
I don't think I want to bear with the trauma the last case caused me.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick? What the fuck? Why is he here?
I love Mo.
Yo, potato chip arc.
I'll take this potato chip. Because it's so messy here.
Girls really like things neat and tidy, I take it.
There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are. Pretty please?
Okay, that over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist.
I know what a watch is.
Oops, for a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. Owned?
What's that supposed to mean?
Can't look at Among Us. It's a suitcase. There are so many things in that, I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator.
Do All-Stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Kuroda? Corida?
I don't know.
Corona?
Corona? Oh
There are all
no!
sorts of things in this refrigerator.
The carrot juice bottle! The tomato juice bottle, they're both empty.
Empty? It's too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. They're all vegetable juices. I guess he must have been a real health nut.
Oh! There's a beet, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam too.
Maybe red was his favorite color? Red is my favorite color. Oh yeah, hi Gumshoe.
Hey, pal, I'm back. How you doing?
What do you think about these fucking bears? Anyway, here's my badge. Oh, God damn it, what do you know about this?
Oh, there's nothing special I can tell you about this, pal. It's
That hurts.
completely boring.
Ouch.
It sucks. Oh, look, pal, we don't have a lot of time. Why don't you show me something more important?
Oh, goddamn.
If Miss Von Karma saw me here like this, I'd have to switch sides real fast.
There's llama.
Cause of death. Do you know what was the cause of death?
Well, technically, the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal.
I haven't looked at the victim. It should?
Yeah, here's a picture.
I will now look at the victim.
Oh, Jesus.
What? It's like the smallest knife of all time. There's a knife in his chest.
Yeah, pal. That's the murder weapon.
So he was stabbed to death.
They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now.
Why don't we ever do that? There were
Oh.
fingerprints on the knife?
Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. On-Guard's prints, pal.
I wish we stopped doing that. That's bad. Real bad.
Oh, let's hear it 100 switch.
Why don't you have connections to forensic, eh, pal?
What do you... huh? Well, I don't think that's part of my job. Why was Mr. On Guard arrested?
Because we had evidence on it.
The fingerprints don't count.
Yeah, fingerprints
Evidence?
are evidence, pal.
You didn't have them.
Fingerprints.
I was drinking a soda. It looks like the victim won Cora to really put up a big fight.
Whoa! I didn't know there was more of the
Holy shit.
room. I have to look at this shit. Yeah, one look at the crime scene and you could tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere.
Yeah. During the fight, his button came off.
Mr. On Guard says something about a button. Something like one of the Jammin' Ninja's buttons got caught in his hakama.
But that's not all.
What?
There was a witness, pal.
Excellent, awesome. A witness? Who is it? Fuck!
That lady, Miss Oldbag.
Please, anyone but her?
Immediate reaction when the picture showed up.
The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid
I'll take
case.
3 lot of hearts.
Not to mention, there's something around where the Vic was that's a little off.
Something that's a little off? As in?
As in, that's for you to figure out, pal.
All right, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick.
Well, I didn't realize there's more room to look at, so yeah. More bears.
Oh, that's a bed, right?
Yep, it's big, but it's a bed.
Ah, Mr. Nick, it's so soft.
Big beds must be a rarity for her. We just... This is like a
Someone died in
robot
here.
bear?
Yeah, someone died
Monokuma.
here.
Oh, Monokuma.
What? Looks like Mr. Korda had dinner last night.
This bottle, it's tomato juice. We found the juice.
We had a lot of food at the award show last night. But I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. Do they both have T-bone steak? Some
I don't
shit
see any
happened over here.
bones.
Hello? This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable.
That's strange. The guitar's not here.
Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show?
But the Mystic Maya, she said the bright red guitar was the Jammin' Ninja's signature item.
That's true. Huh? The guitar case is wet, but it's only wet on the top of the lid.
Yeah, there's no water on the side of the case. This is water, isn't it?
No, oh, hold up. I'll go back to the... Okay, that phone's not real. That phone. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Korida fought his assailant.
What are these bits of glass from?
A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are.
You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick?
No.
Wow,
Okay.
you're lame.
It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it.
Alright, never mind tomato juice. I don't really like it much.
There's a bottle of it on the table there. That's probably where this came from.
But doesn't it seem weird?
What seems weird?
I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor.
She's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere.
Why is this glass the only thing that's still
The
alright?
killer was thirsty. But not thirsty enough to drink it.
The plot thickens like that tomato juice.
Interesting.
These have been some very
I don't
interesting rooms to investigate.
I don't see anything
Right.
else. Dude, if Gumshoe throws
Maybe
Cyclops at me,
interesting
I might
snippets.
cry.
Which bear is
Would
your favorite?
never.
Tag yourself.
I like the big bear because I think of your great gif, the bear near the window.
Hey Gumshoe, what do you think of these weird things that we just found? So about this wine glass.
So you know, no,
Oh,
the whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched.
you noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe?
No, actually, Miss Von Karma noticed it first.
Yeah,
I
Pearl's
can't say
noticed
the
it
word
before me
noticed.
too. Hey, wait a minute. So, does that mean Miss Von Karma's here at the hotel?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she's around. Man, you're going to be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here.
Well, I sure hope that doesn't happen the next 10 seconds. Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash. Fuck.
Beep, 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 beep. What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick?
I've heard this sound somewhere before.
Oh, it's my Miss Von Karma detector.
Miss Karma detector?
For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops out of nowhere and whips me.
Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened the last time.
Sorry, I gotta make myself scarce. Later, pal.
Uh-oh.
No, mission failed.
At last, you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
I didn't put the bears here. Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice for me for a change?
So you're the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives.
Oh my...
That's very dishonorable of you.
Ow!
Hey, don't you dare run away, Mr. Scruffy McTrenchcoat.
Yeah.
I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful.
Ah.
Detective, come over here for a second.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
My god.
Please don't put me in the infinite combo, I beg you.
I don't want to know how to do a motherfucking infinite.
I heard that originally they wanted to add Francisca Von Karma as DLC with Phoenix Wright in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
God, I wish they
Different
did.
game.
different game.
Versus Capcom.
Oh, okay.
God, I wish
In
they
fact,
did.
they didn't even have plans for Phoenix. It was just going to be Francesca.
What?
Weird.
That's funny as hell. Infinite
Also
combo.
timeline.
I feel better knowing at least you are man enough to face your punishment.
He was so scared, he just froze up on the spot.
Mr. Phoenix
Oh my
Wright,
god, what?
you have soiled my perfect prosecution record.
Great!
I'll never forget that.
You can't just attack people on the street.
This time, victory is mine.
Victory is yours? Is that all this means to you?
The thought?
Fucking bitch. I'm looking at bears.
Come, Scruffy. The investigation briefing is about to begin.
They didn't even put you in the Capcom fighting game. Fuck you.
Yeah, yes, sir. Ma'am. Whatever.
This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor.
You swear my family's honor. Oh, what did she throw at me now? She threw something at me? What is this?
Oh, well, I guess this means I've got to get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come on down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you.
What did I get?
What a fucking room.
I
It
didn't-
wasn't put in the
No, it
court
wasn't.
record.
Oh, it's on the
No, it was.
it's on the table.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper?
It's called an autograph. Oh. Oh, okay, I get it.
Autograph?
The paper's got Mr. Corrida's name written on it, so it's his autograph.
It looks like scribbles, Mr. Wright. I can't read it at all.
I really don't know why Francisca threw it at me.
To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this.
It's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here, see how it says, "To my dearest Windy," in more normal letters here? Oh my god.
This sloppy, unreadable writing. It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone.
Hold on. Windy. I've heard that name somewhere before. Okay. Well, at least we could do that. I don't know what to do about you.
Hey there, Phoenix
Hey,
Wright. I heard you got whipped like 50 times. Do you mind explaining?
You were there. You got whipped before. She's a bitch.
Yeah, darn tootin'.
Oh, something's happening in here. Oh.
Ooh, Mr. Wright, how are you?
Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time?
Yeah. People connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave.
Glad I'm not connected to the murder. Well, I guess I'll get back to Old Bag in a minute. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show, and then I'll show you my badge?
Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's the sequel to The Steel Samurai.
I see.
This time there are 3 samurai brothers, Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course, the Nickel Samurai. It's a love Y in Neo Old Tokyo. What?
Sure.
Well,
Triangle?
I see. Wait. A love what?
a love Y. This girl, Sayo, works at a tea shop and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time.
Oh, I guess the Y shape is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one girl?
Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader.
Sounds like an unusual situation, like Romeo and Juliet times 3.
Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo. Does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
Oh, I'm gonna stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week.
I can't believe she's really considering it. Anyway, well, 1 sec, we gotta check. Oh!
Yeah, I
Yes.
really owe you one.
Wait, is this the same conversation we already had?
It could be. I don't remember.
I don't know, I don't remember. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't know what would have
It
happened.
might be, but it's been for a week, so we'll say it again.
What you did. It was a real tight spot I was in, and you fought so hard to get me out. I don't care what happens. I'll never forget everything you've done for me.
Well, good
I
talk.
think when we did
Powers.
that conversation the first time, I was still in the Shaggy voice, so...
Now we got both continuities. So what's the Jamin Ninja TV show like?
It started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jamin Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't scale a wall, but became a big pop star anyway.
What?
He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. Just a complete fuck up.
This is a...
But boy, could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm.
A ninja with a bright red guitar?
And then the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misola. Jamin versus the Muramachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jamming cold the night before Battle 3.
Aw, that's too bad for him.
Yeah. But this kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know. The Jammin' Ninja. Will he be able to sing? What about Princess Masola?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m. Not anymore, because the main actor's dead.
What show should I watch?
I can't believe she's really considering it again. It's good talk with you, but I feel like we didn't really accomplish anything.
You know what's
That's
really
okay,
messed up?
Mr. Right.
Like,
Oh.
I'll get
Oh.
back to you because I know what to do with you. It's just in case, just because I haven't done this. I've played some video game. Hey, watch this.
Old zone.
Welcome to my old bag dimension.
Oh no.
Now you must collect my 120 jiggies.
What?
Alright, I'll be honest with you for now.
Then please tell us what you saw.
What? Oh, what a waste. Here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you youngins' expense.
This is a murder case.
I am a little devil after all.
Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. It's just this.
That's Juan's autograph!
Yes, it is.
And it even says, "To my dearest Wendy" on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldbag, so that Wendy has to be me, right?
Well, it may say Windy, but somehow I don't think Juan had this Windy in mind when he signed it.
Oh, please, give it to me. Let me have it, please.
I can't let you have it just like that.
Yes, I know. How about an exchange?
Wait, is this just all of them?
What?
Oh, we got one. She must really want this autograph.
Wow, is it good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Right, you win. Wendy Oldbag ready to open up her heart. All for my dearest Juan.
But it's all... What the fuck?
Old dimension complete.
Yeah, excellent.
Unlock successful.
The Windy Dearest.
That's so great.
I feel bad for you now.
Huh?
I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room.
You're kidding.
Oh no.
It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business.
And did you tell that to the police?
Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or two out of it. Maybe more.
To
The
where?
Olive Garden.
A gift certificate?
I've been recruited again for that part of the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow? This time, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty.
But Mr. Engard hasn't done anything bad.
I don't care about details like that. I know he did my dear poor Juan in. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken.
Yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like.
I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it.
What did Mr. Arngard ever do to deserve this? Arngard's bad. Well, I guess you could ask. Hey, what did Mr. Arngard do to you to make you so...
You don't know. That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan.
Mr. Nick!
What is it?
What's a scandal?
No, I'll tell you about that after we get home, okay?
Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress.
Mr. Nick, what do vials and wild temptress mean?
How about we just listen to what Miss Oldbag has to say for now, okay, Pearls? So, Miss Oldbag, who is this woman you're talking about?
Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl into Juan on purpose.
His own manager? But why?
I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud.
Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldbag?
I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know.
And do you have proof that Mr. Arngard did what you say he did?
Next week's issue of a certain magazine said so.
Ugh, of course, a tabloid.
Next week? Wait, doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet?
Why would Miss Oldbag have information like that? And where does she get it? Nah, worth a shot.
I don't have anything to say to delinquents like
she
you.
fucking sucks.
I'm gonna blast you with my fucking ray gun.
Don't do that.
No, Mr. Nick, get down!
That's okay, it's fine. She probably has Lotta Heart's camera. That's the most likely outcome here, but I don't really know how to do anything with that.
I'm so glad the song's back.
What am I doing now?
There's the new place.
Was there a new place?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there was. Wow. You're right. I thought this was the...
Like I said, come on down to the Criminal Affairs Department.
I just assumed that was the detention center. This guy's still on the job. Fuck him, and the Blue Badger's here again. Fuck him.
The fucking blue badger. Your
He's still
favorite.
here.
Doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here.
Great, now even Pearls is calling him Scruffy. Thanks, Francisco. They said something about investigation briefing earlier, right? Why don't we come back and try again later when they're done?
Okay, I guess that's all we can do. Right, Mr. Nick?
Oh, good talk.
The Blue Badger stares into your soul.
I did never examine this room earlier, so I will do that real quick. These cameras must belong to the press that came to cover the conference. They're all basically doing the same thing, staring at the empty stage. Seats for the spectators of the post-ceremony show and press conference. But it's too bad neither event is going to be held now. There's not seem to be much in this room. It's the stage they were going to use for the post-ceremony stage show and press conference. As a show, there's supposed to be a press conference, but
Even Mr. Angard himself didn't seem to know, huh?
how does the person who's supposed to give a conference not know about it? The lobby with the grand staircase always feels enormous. But right now, the only thing filling this enormous room is anxiety about the murder. I really hope nothing else bad happens here. Nice. That was a sad little look around. You are still here?
I'm hyperventilating now.
I don't think I have anything else. She's not doing anything with the camera. Maybe there's something else to do with Lana. Yeah, you're here, but... I guess, do you have opinions on the two guys?
He debuted around the. Hang on a second. He debuted around the same time as Matt and everything, you know.
Really?
It started out small. First it was singing contests, then swimming competitions. Then it was bowling tournaments, and then it was who could throw the best New Year's parties. Juan was always trying to one-up Matt. But lately, those two were escalating to more and more dangerous things. I thought that no good would come of it at all, so I began to worry.
Too bad Juan's story ended so soon. Anything on Matt?
Matt's younger than me. But you can practically see his star potential.
Star potential.
I got his autograph the other day.
Feels kind of wrong
Feels
now,
ki-
doesn't it?
whoop. I don't care what people say. Matt didn't kill Juan. I know he didn't.
Thoughts on the manager? Yes.
Ooh.
Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little.
Oh, Old Bag probably has something to say about her too because of the scandal, right? I should check that. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman? What do you know about Miss Andrews?
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know. There's a sort of small rumor going around about her right now.
A rumor?
If you're interested, I'd be glad to share what I know.
What is with the typos in this case?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's
this
like
is-
the second one we found.
The third one.
Yeah, there's a third one that I just ignored earlier. He's so happy he looks like
Oh.
a lion that just found his next meal. What's the hot goss? Would you mind telling me about this gossip? That text came out so fast.
Ah, so you are interested in it. I figured you would be.
Yeah.
I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip, too.
Oh, really? You too, huh?
Yeah. So, take a look at this.
Looks like a tabloid Miss Oldbag would read. Alright, let's see here. Jam at Midnight Rendezvous?
To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. You see now, don't you?
What?
You can't stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Juan Corda didn't have a manager of his own. Which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials A.A.
Adrian Andrews?
Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney?
Yes, exactly. This is big news.
But it seems kind of odd. That woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client?
Ah, it's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people. Murder.
What?
Mr. Powers looks so happy to talk about murder.
Gross is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling.
Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure.
An article from the tabloid Gossip Land. Yo,
It's
I
the
could
most
probably
fucking on
use
point
that
title.
against Andrews. I don't know if she needs multiple things, but I'm gonna go. Well, actually, I'm gonna go blow my nose one sec. I'll mute the Twitch stream, but you guys have to hear it. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's all fine.
Use this time to take a potato chip and eat it. Oh,
I really hope you feel better, Frame.
I hope you like that nose blow too, not the Twitch stream.
It was aight.
It was like, I was fine.
It was 8. 7 out of 10.
Yeah. Do you have an opinion on? No, you don't. Okay.
Ah!
I guess I can try. Well, okay, first of all,
Me
you,
again, a
you,
lot of
you
heart.
do tabloids for a living.
I do,
Okay, but you don't give a shit. Worth a shot.
but I don't.
Do you know anything? No, we've been over this. I'm a journalist. This is a journalism!
I like articles, journals, my dream journal. She stole it from me.
Alright, so I guess...
She
There might
ruined my dream
There
journal.
might be more to do with you besides the tabloid, but it's a good place to start because I don't know where else we're going. So check out my rock.
Motive for murder.
Why was Juan Corrida murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Ongar's life in danger by your actions?
Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Corona.
You were
Or
not
whatever
that
it is.
close?
That's right. I've never been good with being intimate with another person.
You are not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow I highly doubt that. How much damage does this do? You and Mr. Corrida had an intimate relationship, did you not?
A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish.
Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story.
As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars.
Note to self, stay on her good side.
In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that.
I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone?
Me? Need to get close to Mr. Corrida? As if there was ever such a need.
This is a gamble. Didn't you get close to Mr. Corrida for this person's sake? I mean, I could put Matt Arngard on the table, but... this is really me not having information. Worth a shot? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Do you really still not understand?
I know in the last case with Mo, I like threw Acra on the table earlier than I thought I was, so... What?
It's not in my nature to enjoy doing things for others.
But you're a manager.
It's called a job. I'm in charge of Mr. Onguard the star, not Mr. Onguard the man.
Oh,
And you are not my client.
excellent. I don't think
Boom.
I can continue this one. Is this my subtle hint to go home? But, I know you must have had a need to get close to the victim, but I don't think I have an answer yet.
Yeah, well, you don't have an answer yet.
Yeah,
do you,
so
Mr.
I'm gonna
Wright, huh?
leave. Goodbye!
Goodbye,
Just gather
Mr.
my
Wright.
food before I try
This
again.
hell dimension is not yours.
I control the hell dimension.
I like the song that plays in this room, by the way.
It's such a good song.
Boy. I have nothing about your fucking
Howdy,
camera.
Mr. Wright. Well, you better go catch it.
Except that old bag probably took it, but I don't really have any proof of that. What can I do here? Let me just check if you... No, so I guess I could check in on Matt Arngard.
So
What?
happy.
Yo, what happened? Can you tell me about your activities last night? Ha! After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do, so I was in my nickel samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show? I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought the nickel samurai was going to confess something. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy. Mr. Corrida was already dead at that time? Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager. I'm beginning to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then, out of the blue, the dude arrested me. I feel like this was the same conversation I had 3 weeks ago, but I'm not 100% sure.
It might be.
It's reset, so I guess I'll do it again anyway. About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida. What sort of... That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. This is the same conversation. I recognize this. And that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. I've said these lines before. Why is it reset? I'm gonna go call the game developer real quick. One sec.
Just in case you forgot.
Think a samurai one? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. That's why we did this before. You think it'd be the other way around? I wouldn't kill you. Well, anyway. Okay.
Bless you.
Checking your manager. That's my manager. Did you meet her? Yeah. What do you think? Strong woman, right? And she takes good care of me. I'm such a mama's boy. That's all you got for me?
I guess you can present one.
I think I did before, but I'll do it again, just in case. Oh, look, dude, I didn't kill him. I mean, the Nickel Samurai kicked the Jammin' Ninja's butt, right? So it's not like I felt threatened by the likes of him.
Being rival sounds like a sad way to relate to another person.
That's got a lot of shit, though. Let me just... this camera? Dude, I know I like to throw money around, but it's not like I buy anything and everything. That's nice because it's not up for sale anyway. Like how that was... Yeah,
I honestly can't no, I would have put the picture of it if it was relevant.
Yeah, well, I'll just throw evidence at him. I just want to cover my bases here. I don't think he has much to say about anything. Yeah. Gossip Land? Ooh, yes. What do you think about this article? Huh. If you're talking about her thing with a wand, I always thought she was a bit careless in the way she handled it. That's it? That's it. Wow, you are useless to me.
That's it.
Fuck. What am I doing here? Are you
Would you like a
activating?
hint?
Sure.
You can break somebody's Cyclops.
I don't think it's Adrian Andrews. What is Lotta's problem? That her camera's missing?
She's got a big scoop.
'Cause I have no idea what the answer to her second question is. Like, I guess
Howdy,
I could,
Mr. Wright. How
I
you
could
doing
hit
today?
buttons, but I have like no... I don't think I have any logic behind it.
Dang, you're mashing buttons? That's bad, son.
Just one sec. Real quick. Take a trip.
Oh, alright. Lot of
Everyone
dimension
knows.
go.
Everyone knows a lot of heart is plus on block.
It's true. My hair gives me a big hitbox. It's a good meeting.
Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder,
Yeah.
why were you loitering around the victim's room?
I told you, didn't I? For my scoop.
What I want to know about are the details of the scoop.
That's not something I can tell you. I mean, that there's my bread and butter.
Okay, I think I got it. Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm gonna say that you were looking into a scandal. Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Corrida and this person. Okay.
This woman.
She's Adrian Andrews, Matt Ongar's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin' Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it?
Broke my lock. You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make any old thing and think it will make the papers. You gotta have backup.
Backup?
Yeah. You gotta have that, what's it, new sauce.
You mean news source?
That's it, exactly what I said. So show me something that shows that Juan guy had something with Miss Andrews.
This is terribly convenient. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jam and Midnight Rendezvous? to the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A.
Ah!
Mr. Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Onguard's manager, Adrian Andrews. She has the initials AA. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Corrida's door last night.
Ah!
And we'll get owned.
No, my Lana dimension.
Yeah, I'm sick of people that having their own dimensions named after them. It's just that. That's not what it is. Just call it the Phoenix dimension.
I can't wait for you to see the Herlock Sholmes dimension.
You were looking at the Mr. Corrida and Miss Andrews affair, weren't you?
Oh, you got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop by catching them in a secret meeting.
But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news.
What'd you just say? Her initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see some real proof. Well, at least I do. So what? That's what I was doing, getting photos. Oh. I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story.
Wow, a lot of nice journalistic integrity you got there.
I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know. But the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone. Your note to yourself? It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story, and I did not come here to have my treasure disappear on me.
Yeah, I understand.
Enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. What is with people now, anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me.
You really want that note back, huh? I've had no idea why, though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie.
I'm sad, Mr. Wright.
Okay, so the old bag, definitely, that's how, like, next week's paper and all that. So maybe I could show old bag at the camera? No, goddammit, old bag!
You're a fucking delinquent.
You have it!
I'm gonna blast you.
You have it! Ah!
My gun's gonna go.
Is Gumshoe back? Oh, okay, he is.
Uh-oh.
Detective Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing.
Yeah. Oh, he's back!
Hey, so you came, pal.
Why the blunt greeting?
Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about.
What do you mean by that?
Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and the testimony are airtight.
But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive.
Who's we?
Fucking look at my badge just for fun. Ah,
If I'm caught leaking info, to you here in the precinct,
what info?
my neck's gonna be in the ringer,
Just
pal.
like my little badge.
Oh, your neck! No!
I mean, my neck is a joke. But yeah, ask me about things that have to do with the case only. Alright, pal?
Everything sucks. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight?
I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's two big pieces.
Oh, two.
And both of them are in this photo.
Is this the same photo? Yes, it is.
The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest.
That's the button that you found during your body search of Mr. On Guard.
Yep. I found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants.
And the second one is?
The knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact.
Oh, fingerprints. Whose are they?
You don't even have to ask, Lou, Missy. It's obvious. They're Maya Faye's.
Whoa, huh?
No, not Maya Fey! No!
They're my own guys.
She's back in jail.
No, I'm in
Well,
fucking
kid-
jail
we're-
again.
we're
even
un-
though I'm kidnapped.
The kidnapper's like, oh shit, I didn't realize she was the killer. Fuck, put her in jail.
Oh, damn. I thought she was locked here with me. It's the other way around.
Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. What's the testimony? So what about this airtight testimony?
It's that old security lady, Miss Oldback.
I thought so.
She saw something clearly in a Phoenix Wright game. What do you mean you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal?
Well,
And I even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab to anyone.
her blab knob is stuck on 10 and there's no turning it down. Trust me.
Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. OnGuard come out of the victim's room at around the estimated time of death.
No way.
That's how you got me, Gumshoe? I'm gonna start throwing things at you.
Camera at him, maybe he knows something about it.
Where's Scott?
Yeah, alright, well,
Okay.
actually, I know
Only things
absolutely
about the case, only things about the case.
No,
that's what he
absolutely
said.
nothing.
He said only things about the
I
case.
love cameras.
Is this about the case? It is.
We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves.
The scandal with Mr. Corrida? But why?
Well, 2 years ago, a woman,
Whoa!
whoa, a woman committed suicide.
Subliminal messaging. I wasn't allowed
that
to
was
see
like,
that.
It was like some horror shit right there.
A woman.
Suicide.
Can I see that picture again? Again?
Her name was Celeste Impact.
Yeah, hit game
Ah,
Celeste.
Impact, I don't know. And she
Celeste,
was
the
one
video
for
game.
it as manager.
The victim's manager?
But that's not all, pal. Miss Impacts was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one.
Her mentor.
A woman who was both Mr. Corrida's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case?
You want to know more about her, pal?
Sure. I do, actually.
She was the victim's manager and was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's
The
just
Von Karma alarm! It happened so fast!
I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another.
God, you're just fucking pissed today.
What the fuck about karma?
Miss Von Karma.
You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst.
Playing Among Us?
Okay, then fire me. Why not? You don't mean.
I do. Scruffy, you have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye.
She called your bluff!
Awesome.
She called your bluff!
Oh no!
Awesome. No more whipping from Gumshoe.
No, that
Let's
I
go.
don't work. Gumshoe, I don't work for her. Do you know how many whip marks are on my face?
That's...
You're never safe.
Wait, please wait, sir. I don't get this month's pay. I'll.
Quiet! If it weren't for traitors like you,
I would have won. Is that what you want to say?
Oh, Barlow's played this case before. Is that hit? Is he
What?
back? The voice. There's only one man Barlow would voice that confidently, and Edgeworth? Boom.
It's been a long time, right?
Nice suicide note, buddy.
Let's never mind that.
This person. This is Mr. Edgeworth?
What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong.
You haven't changed a bit, Francisca.
You. How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You've soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you
You
are.
whipped yourself for fun there?
Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed? To be perfect in every way. Let's hear it, Francisca. How are things going? I hear you're having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country.
You.
You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back.
Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory.
Still the same wild mare she always was.
Hey, Edgeworth, you want to see my
Phoenix is
badge?
not happy.
I should probably... We're not going to address that I thought you were dead here. Whatever. Look at my badge, Edgeworth.
Oh, Phoenix, I have no interest in talking about useless evidence.
Oh, okay.
Put a little more thought into what you show me, Phoenix Wright.
Still as stuck up as ever. I thought you, the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died.
Mr. Nick!
I never wanted to see you again.
I'm smiling because I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year.
Are you going to run tomorrow's trial?
You heard her, right? Right. That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Her hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow.
What is that supposed to mean?
I have something definitive that you lack. And working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth.
The truth?
In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with the information.
Just what is going on inside his head?
A lot of things may have happened, however, Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is proof of a von Karma.
1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? I think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd have been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth.
I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason?
I'll tell you in this new dialogue box.
That's right.
Well, with Francisca, she almost always says,
I will defeat you this time.
the instant she sees me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client. To save their lives.
To save your client, you say?
Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals. Those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth.
It looks like there's still a lot you have yet to learn.
A lot I have yet to learn? Me?
Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough.
Do I just start throwing evidence at Edgeworth, or do I move on with
You
my
can do
life?
that.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy, Edgeworth, I got a lot of shit in my pocket.
It's been a year, right?
You want this wine glass? No, okay.
No.
You want the Hot Gossip
That's it.
magazine? No, okay.
No.
Okay. You want to know that my good friend is kidnapped? Okay, no.
No. By the way, where's your spirit medium?
Maybe present Maya's profile.
Yo, what do you think of Matt Arngard? Something.
Well, I was abroad. These deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it.
Well, refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto.
And refreshing. And what is so refreshing about a spring breeze, right?
Sounds like the pollen is not treating him well this year. What about the other one?
He's not a big fan of Kirby.
I don't like Kirby.
Oh,
But there's an interesting rumor about this man. That's right.
you mean the one about Miss Andrews getting close to him? Well, that's pretty common tabloid fare, isn't it?
I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found.
Okay. Well, let's just go down the list.
Adrian Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself.
I know, I have my magic rock that tells me this now. The secret?
You can't help but feel that this whole case revolves around her.
I guess relevant. Up. Okay.
We are looking into leads,
Just thought if you had something you could say.
but we can only look into a few key players with our limited resources. There's no reason for us to waste our energy investigating this person.
Why don't you just tell it to me straight and say I don't have any info? That's want to know if you had anything
Sorry, Lon.
fun to say.
That's so...
Edgeworth is here now.
This woman is another key in solving this case.
Do you really think so?
She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. But she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Caruda's manager. Then a few months later, Celeste Impacts died.
But her death was ruled a suicide, right?
Yes. But there's still one riddle we've yet to solve.
What is wrong with this case?
There's still one riddle we've yet to solve, right?
Was
Help me.
fucking Juan Corrida the fucking typo guy? A riddle?
Yeah.
Her suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it.
A suicide note that just vanished, huh? Is everyone related to the case?
that
Edgeworth's
Maya?
there.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, you have to present Maya.
Oh, I think he only wants to talk about people related to the case. Yeah.
I don't know who Maya is right
Yeah,
now.
okay, we just won't talk about it. It's okay. It's a little sus.
Miss Impact's death was most certainly a suicide. Of that, there is no mistake.
Well, that's good. I'm used to solving, like, murders that were murders, like, years ago.
However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it.
The suicide note? But how do you know Miss Impacts had even written such a note?
There was no solid evidence. However, we did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high.
But who would hide such a thing?
The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. Yes.
The victim?
Oh, there's the frame. He was the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note.
Mr. Corda hid his own manager's suicide note. Why?
As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. I'm taking a while to think, but have this document because I think you should look it over. This is the suicide report. Part 1, anyway.
Part 1. One second, I will take a look at that. There's nothing to look at, okay.
Was her suicide note hidden?
Is that enough
I guess
to
you
go?
can present it. I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all are the reports that have multiple parts like that one. That has 2.
2 parts.
What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second report.
The second part of the report is about an attempted suicide. The attempter's name. It's Adrian Andrews. What the fuck?
Andrews, what did she do?
Edgeworth, why did you hand me the first part and then I had to give it back to you for you to give me the second part?
Come on, right? It's only been a year. I just want a little back and forth,
Well,
like
but
we used to do. Remember the times, Damon Gant?
I do remember Damon Gant. She tried to
When
kill
we were
herself?
teaming up.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we did do that. And then you fucking died, but not really, so I don't know. Doesn't seem like the kind of person to try to kill herself, though.
You think she's a strong career woman? That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide.
A secret?
Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside.
Miss Andrews? Dependent. Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is.
You missed it.
Oh, okay, it's cycled back to the top.
Oh, I got replaced.
I haven't seen that happen. What's this about Miss Andrews having a dependent nature?
Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impax.
And?
And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live.
Lost her will? But why would she?
Her pillar of strength, her mentor Celeste Impax, was gone forever. That's why.
Why would that?
Is this what they call following someone to the grave?
After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She is someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. And once she finds that person, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live.
And that's the nature of her dependency on others?
When Celeste Impact suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself.
Then, that means her super confident attitude.
It's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together.
How terrible.
It's pretty fucked up.
Well, I'm assuming I could utterly assassinate her locks now. Because I have a lot of shit.
I think you are done here.
Yeah. Goodbye, Edgeworth. We'll deal
By
with
right.
we'll deal with you later. Yeah. I'm assuming I could go after her locks now. Stop me right now if there's something I need to get.
Hiya, Mr. Wright. Goodbye, Mr. Wright.
Oh, what?
Oh, Miss Andrews is here.
Well, that makes sense.
But it looks like she's talking with someone.
That's Francisca von Karma.
Miss Von Karma?
Fuck!
What are you doing here?
So I just walked into a room. Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so...
You've got some nerd following me around.
Following you?
That's you, Miss Von Karma. You're the one doing the following.
Pearls?
You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard.
Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl.
Beep beep.
The beep machine.
What is that?
An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective.
Wait, she did it to him? I thought it was
Wait,
the other way
that's
around. That's fucked up.
Wait a minute, that's
Just
fucked
this.
up.
I know that moves every. I know that fools every move.
So the noise we heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now.
Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews,
Yes.
think hard about what we just discussed. Understood?
All right.
What are those two talking about?
Miss Andrews, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she?
Fresh. Well, I guess. Well, I guess let's see what I can do here.
Too professional for dimensional jokes.
Do I have to start from the top?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Why was Juan Gordon murdered? If you ask me, I think the reason he was killed.
I don't.
Check out this newspaper. That doesn't matter that much to you. Wow.
This newspaper kind of sucks, Mr. Wright. I don't care about it.
What if there's a need for you to get close to someone? What do you need to get close to? Is if there's ever need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Corda for this person's sake? It be herself. Which I guess is a valid answer. Is it really not herself? Wait, wrong. Okay, but...
Incorrect, Mr. Wright.
Okay,
That's
okay.
not the correct answer.
Okay, the whole point was she needed someone to depend on.
So it's not depending on herself. The problem is she depends on other people.
Well, it's for this person's sake.
And who was she depending on previously?
Oh, the question... Okay, the question is... Regards of because she's not there. Okay. I misunderstood the question. Da, 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 da. Celeste impacts your mentor.
How do you know about
It was
Celeste?
a hit indie game that came out like a couple years back.
You know, some loser plays it sometimes.
Miss Impact, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Corrida's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Corrida so you could find out more about her suicide.
You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckrag or putrid third-rate tabloid.
Miss Andrews?
There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing.
Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Because there was no note. Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? It looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Corrida. And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That is why you became intimate with Mr. Corrida.
I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor, however, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others.
That's the impression you like to give. However, I don't think that's who you really are.
What?
I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste Impax was someone very special to you. But part 2! Miss Andrews, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you?
Went through with what?
Ending your life. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself.
Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember.
However, that is all just a lie, a facade. Why is the sea fancy? Again, this happened when Edgeworth said it too.
I'm pretty sure that's how it's actually spelled.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
I never knew that. You've always searched out people on whom you could depend on.
That's...
You were dependent on Miss Impax, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had.
Stop! When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note.
You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Corrida of hiding Miss Impax's note. You heard about it, and thought to recover it from him by getting close, am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes.
What do you mean?
What topic did we start this conversation on again?
It was why was the victim killed?
Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one with the reason to want Mr. Corrida dead.
Me?
Phoenix, this is day 1. I don't know if you could be throwing these around so soon. Miss Impax was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder.
Murder?
Well, that broke the lock.
Got your health back.
Oh, thank goodness. I hurt my bones a little.
It's true. I'm a woman who can only live in insecurity.
I thought she was really going to come out saying, yeah, I killed him. And it's like, oh!
Yeah, I killed him. It's day 1, Freem.
Yeah, I was like, that's why I was like,
Physically
huh?
Small and... Yeah. Instant confession. Trial's over. You did it. You solved the case.
Hey, Francisca!
Anyways.
Come back in here. She's like, I am now swapping prosecutors with Edgeworth. He could just take this L.
Perfect win record. I pushed against all that, though. I tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth.
Well, it makes you feel better. Edgeworth literally just spoon-fed it to me.
That's fucked up. Mrs. Andrews. This one thing, it's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret. Mine and mine alone.
I'm sorry.
Probably think I'm a worthless human being now, don't you?
Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth.
After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. And that someone was Juan Corrida. Celeste. Without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me.
So you got close to Mr. Corrida to recover her suicide note, correct?
Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it?
Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
If they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have some work to do, so...
I understand.
Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide, I'd like for you to keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, if people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live.
Alright, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, I guess she's the overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first.
Thank you for your discretion.
Mr. Nick, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Miss Andrews has been playing with that card ever in her hand since a little while back.
The magic seashell card. That card. Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding?
Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, there we go. This? I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag.
What?
Oh, did I lag out?
No, you're good.
You're good.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying what to it just suddenly appeared. What is it? It looks like a seashell? I thought it was just a character quirk.
That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. Wonder where I picked it up from.
You're not remembering something clearly. Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence.
Well, I must be off. Leave Mr. Engard in your capable hands.
Oh,
So what do you
no.
think, Freem? Do you think she did it?
I don't have information this early. Well, I think we've gathered about all we can.
What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Oh, Pearls. She looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all, and has been walking all over the place with me today. I never got her that juice box.
I want a juice box. Oh, what's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right?
Oh, no. I'm okay, really. I'm fine. I really am.
You don't look fine to me. Let us go, let us go. Hello, Willpowers. I need to get a juice box.
Hello there.
Goodbye. I need to get a juice box.
Juice box.
Yeah, the Charlie.
So, what now?
Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive.
You mean this impacts a suicide note?
That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Is that my phone? My delayed phone?
Ah, Mr. Nick, the transceiver.
Oh, that's my kidnapping phone. Fuck! I didn't realize.
Kidnapping phone.
Hello? Reading Cola offices.
Mr. Attorney. What the fuck was that voice? That's not the right voice. Hang on a second.
Kidnapping hotline.
How can I help you?
Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone.
Maya! Where's Maya?
As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time.
Oh, phew.
Which is why, I suppose, you absolutely famished.
That's fucked.
What?
So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend.
Maya, if you're in a wine cellar, drink all the wine. I wouldn't know that though.
At any cost. Wouldn't you agree?
Wait, Maya, let me hear her.
Very well.
Ask my
Maya, is that you?
sis. Ask my sis.
Maya, damn it, he cut me off.
I cut you off, Mr. Right.
Mr.
Not
Right,
what?
cut you off. Mystic Maya said, "Ask my sis," didn't she?
Sis, what does she mean by that?
Come on, Phoenix. You're a hopeless one.
Sorry. How'd you do that so fast? That was 2 seconds. What?
I have a message from Maya. So come, ask me anything you want about her.
For skip the badge. How's Maya?
No.
She's safe, for now. That kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems.
I'm glad to hear she's safe. But Mia, how did you know?
As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could.
That's unironically a god galaxy brain move. I don't know, you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. The kidnapper, what's he like?
I don't know. Apparently Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there.
And?
She didn't see the face of her attacker.
Ugh.
Maya is locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her.
When you were with her? Meanwhile, at the Mystery Mobile. At least she got wine.
I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie.
For some reason, she opens the box and there's apple pie in there.
I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now.
Oh. Yo.
New gameplay segment.
New gameplay section. Check out the wine.
What's this? It feels like there are a lot of glass bottles here. And these... they feel like barrels. I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry, not really thirsty.
Fuck.
There's all sorts of things piled up here. It's too dark to see. Huh? Someone dropped a card here.
Oh shit. This is knowledge that I, the player, have, and these characters do not.
Kinda looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. Huh. It's a picture of a seashell, I think? What a strange card.
Real sus hours.
Drat, it's locked. But this door's lock seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Then click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here I could use. Ah, that's it. This shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. It's my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it!
What, she just actually did it?
You did
Okay,
it.
now I'm getting the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting. Or worried.
What, just the Maya casually escape arc?
He continued.
Na, 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 na.
Fucking,
I'm
that
here
was
to
just
do-
the investigation.
I'm here to
Holy
do
shit.
trial. I don't play this game without going to trial for at least 2 minutes.
Freem plays the video game.
Yeah, Adrian did it? That's what it looks like. Dude, no way! That woman can do anything like that. In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. A mountain of evidence? I'm certain there is someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, Mr. Lawyer. Dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I understand. Well, it's almost
Well, it's
time.
almost time.
This is Edgeworth.
I don't know
nope.
who that is.
Not Edgeworth.
Okay.
Well,
Not
almost time.
Edgeworth.
Mia.
Thanks, Mama.
We must get a complete acquittal today. I actually didn't remember.
I know. But I can't focus on Maya's situation right now. Or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day.
Indeed. Well, let's get going.
At this hour?
Oh
It's
shit.
him. This is right.
Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney. The day of the trial.
I know, dipshit. Maya, she's unharmed, right?
Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall we say, tired.
What?
Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you should really be concentrating on is winning today's trial.
Ugh.
For my sake, as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning.
Present? What in the world would you want to give me?
A bomb. Get up on the trial start. And even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest. If you please.
Wait!
I'm hanging up.
The
now.
kidnapper sent me a
Goodbye.
present? Mr. Lawyer Dude? Who is that? I want to be on the phone. No one has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard anything. Dude, did your nose just get longer? I'm a big Pinocchio fan. That's a lie. I fucking hate that puppet. Where the fuck's the prosecutor? Court is now in session for the trial of Matt on God. Are the prosecution and defense ready? The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Llama!
What the fuck? I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Kama? I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? Your Honor. Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Carver has, this morning, Miss Von Carver was shot. What? By an unknown gunman. What the fuck? She was not in that fighting game. What? Shot? Oh my god. I hope I did it. What?
Somehow. I think this is the present that man was talking about.
It wasn't a bomb, but it was a bullet.
His present?
Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage.
This is totally insane. Miss Von Karma, is she alright? I don't have that answer.
She's alive and in stable condition.
That's good. Phew. Up. You're. I thought he'd show up.
That's right. Your Honor?
Did you shoot him? Or her? Fuck.
No.
Okay.
Due to the circumstances, Miss Franziska von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place.
Damn.
The prosecution is ready. Naturally.
You're standing at the wrong place, Mr. Edgeworth. We're standing at the wrong place. Also, But who the fuck shot her?
I'm standing in the wrong place because I'm not standing in the right place over there. Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery.
God, she was like, I'm gonna win this, and then she just gets fucking shot. She hates this country of Japan, America, so much.
Anything
what's really
catchy
fucked
about
up?
that detail?
Yeah. Look at where she was shot.
Oh, is that the same place fucking Manfred was shot?
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
she got the surgery at least. She's not dealing with
She's
that
not an
metal.
idiot.
She's not doing that metal detector bullshit.
Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt Ungard.
The court acknowledges the prosecution.
Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. I'm tapping my temple again. By the time this case comes to the end, you too will know the answer. Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand.
Oh, did you unfire him? Excellent.
Hey, pal, can I get my salary back?
Witness your name and occupation.
My name's Dick Gumshoes, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct, for now.
For now? What the fuck happened to me? For now?
After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir.
Detective Gumshoe.
The prosecution has no need for a depressed witness. Jesus Christ, Edgeworth. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer. Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Oh, he turned that around.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that.
Get ready, Phoenix. It's going to be one very rough fight.
Yeah, it'd have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent. The answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. But also Gumshoe. Bear facts of the case. There were a lot of bears in this case. In that room.
There were.
This murder happened after the Heroes Award ceremony, sir.
I will miss Francisca screaming her little lungs out, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
The victim, Juan Corrido, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. Yep.
After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room?
Yes, sir. Both the victim and the defendant went alone to their rooms, sir.
I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Bear facts of the case.
I like how it paused on bear.
It's true.
Bear.
Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony?
Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ended around 8 p.m. And then there was a short break. A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later.
And that's where the victim's body was found, correct?
Which is to say, a murder occurred during that 30-minute break period. Eating chips, I'm sorry.
Please continue with your testimony, detective, and Mr. Edgeworth, give me some of those chips.
Oh, absolutely, Your Honor. Tosses a bag of popcorners.
Ah, thank you. Oh, that's the noise I make when I eat
The
now.
victim, Juan Corrido, was
Oh,
found
hold up.
dead in
They're
his
eating
car.
chips? I don't get any? No, the person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, correct?
Yeah.
Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about?
She's the defendant, Matt Ongard's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir.
Ah, so she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she will grace us with her presence.
When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to go get Mr. Ongard. Moving on. After visiting his room, she next went to the victim's room to get him for the show.
I see. And that's when she found the victim's body. That's pretty fucked up. The cause of death, wasn't that because Mr. Corrido was stabbed in the chest?
Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal.
Oh.
Take a good hard look at the crime photo. Now, a real pro's attention would be drawn here to this bandana.
Banana.
What the hell? His bandana, sir. That's the thing wrapped tightly around his neck, sir.
Oh my god, it's Richard Wellington moment.
Richard Wellington and his bananas. They're back.
I live
They never
I live again, I never die. Ah, yes, I see. His banana-scented bandana.
Sir,
Then what about the knife?
seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death.
We have a crafty murderer on our hands here.
The autopsy report.
At first, we all, well, fine.
And why'd you think that?
Because it was empty, pal. The Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime.
Oh, then how about this theory? A fan
You-
really wanted the— It's my job! Shut the fuck up! A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that?
Sir, you're a bit more imaginative than usual today.
I'm just happy to be here.
We thought of that too, but
But?
the only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victim.
Only the victims, huh? I see. So much for my theory, then. It's just a theory. A game theory.
Don't you say it. Give me those popcorners back, Judge.
No!
Confiscated.
You can't take them!
And
You're
I
going too
have
crazy.
What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case?
The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night.
Well then, where was it?
The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Corrida, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir.
So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case?
Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar.
So that guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel.
Yep, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case whatsoever. Absolutely nothing.
I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why then did the police arrest Matt Ongard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him.
Here it comes. Looks like Edgeworth's back in full swing. Very well. Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter.
Yes, sir. Can I get some chips first?
Of course, detective.
Okay, he's got the bag now. I've just got like a few in my
Bosses the
pan. Why arrest on guard?
Alright, thank you. Matt Ongard and Juan Corrida were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. As for evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninja's button. It was ripped off the ninja costume and was found in Mr. Ongard's hakama.
Whoa.
The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife that we already determined was a misdirect. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder.
So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing.
It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir. And that's not suspect in the slightest. And there's his button.
That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered in blood?
Yes, and we know that the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir.
What? Fuck.
Not looking good for you.
All this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it?
When was I about to start
Yes.
talking for the judge?
I don't know.
Yes, it most certainly does. Your honors. Ready to give in yet, right?
I'll find the hole in your argument somehow.
Oh, you can press as hard as you like. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions. It's so fun to be back, right?
Yeah, it's so fun to be back, right? Yeah. You know what I fucking dealt with when you were gone?
What?
A lot of
What did
A
you
lot
deal
of
with?
whipping.
There was a fucking clown.
Seems like
Do you know?
skill
Do you
is
know how the
right.
cloak got on the bus? You want to hear that one?
Oh, I would love to. In fact, I saw it in the papers, right? I found out ahead of time.
Oh, what the fuck? Shut up. In terms of popularity, Mr. Arngard won, did he not?
Yeah, but you know what's ironic, pal? Juan Corrida was always one step behind Mr. On Guard in everything.
Except for dying first.
This year, it seemed like he'd finally caught up, ready for the big final showdown.
Mr. Corrida lost the Grand Prix in the end. That is too bad. He must have been pretty downhearted after losing. Wait just 1 second here. Mr. Onguard was beating Mr. Corrida in the popularity polls.
Well, yeah, I guess, but
Which means that in the defendant's eyes, the victim was not a rival at all. Which means he had no motive to kill at all. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Case closed.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes, I quite agree. Well, detective.
it's not, well, I guess if you put it that way, then yeah, the defendant would have had no motive.
Ugh, my coughing is held up until the judge started speaking. Now I'm like downing water.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. It's just
Judge Derek claims objection. Detective, I'm beginning to see why you were fired.
Huh? No, not you too, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. That's...
I look forward to your pension negotiations.
did you just laugh evilly?
Man, I'm just doing my job.
And now, detective, let's continue with the testimony.
No, not my poor pension, too.
Detective, if you value your money, I suggest you proceed.
Yes, sir, we can talk about my pension later, sir. Now
what
you're
about what
not
I was
going
saying?
to remove it.
Hello? Anyone? Let me blow my nose again real quick, 1 sec. I will save you, Twitch.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. The double. Bless you.
Anyway, what are we talking about? This guy's button? No, thank you. Do you have any proof that the button belonged to the victim?
Huh? What do you mean, pal?
Oh, let me put it this way. I'm asking you if you have any evidence to back up your claim that this button was ripped off of the Jammin' Ninja's costume.
But can't you tell just by looking at it? And the victim's blood is on it.
Anyone could have smeared that blood on there afterward.
Mr. Edgeworth, help me, sir.
Alright, I knew it had to be this piece of evidence. Now to reel this one in.
Thread.
Huh?
The button was attached to the costume by a thread, obviously. And that thread snapped when the button was torn off. If you match up the ends of the thread on the costume with the thread on the button, it's a perfect match.
Yeah, that's it. They're a perfect match, pal.
That's Edgeworth for you. Never misses a beat.
But he really good at rhythm games. What was this button found?
Pretty soon after the body was found, we rounded up everyone who knew Mr. Corridor. And then we did a search on them all. That's when we found the button.
So it was almost immediately after the murder.
Oh, sorry. I was too busy looking at Mr. Right at the other end and saying how the police didn't have free time to lollygag and play tricks, unlike some people.
Hey, what is he trying to say about me here?
I said that before looking at my line, and I was dead on the water.
How were the fingerprints arranged on the knife?
What do you mean, pal?
By examining the fingerprints, you could determine how the defendant held the knife. For example, did he hold it normally or overhand?
Oh, is that what you meant? Well, no, we didn't actually think of that.
I can't believe the bumbling of this department.
Hopeless. Were you paying any attention to the testimony, right? The defendant's fingerprints were all over the knife. There is no way to determine how the knife was held at the moment of the murder.
So is the defendant the owner of this knife, then? No.
No.
There is no way this was a premeditated murder, even if he bought the knife.
Sorry, pal. This isn't just some pocket knife. It doesn't fold, so it's not great for walking around with either.
Ugh. Well, this is not good. If the prosecution can prove it was a premeditated murder, we're done for.
Phoenix,
Yes?
there's something very interesting about what the detective said just now. Think carefully before it's too late.
A button covered in the victim's blood, and a knife with on-guard's fingerprints.
Be grateful. If the judge were more rash, he would have already pounded his gavel in closing.
We're still in a world of trouble.
Well, before any battle, you must find your enemy's weakness. So let's find the weakness in this testimony, no matter how small it may be. Okay, Phoenix?
Let's see here. Just a button. What do I have? Actually, I need to take tally of my stock. We have a picture of the Nickel Samurai. Excellent. We have a Mystery's press conference. That's not going to help us. That's the missing camera. That's the... That thing really got pushed up. I just want to look at this map in general because I have not done that yet. It's that simple.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Mysterious guitar case with water, mysterious wine glass, crime photo. The button is missing. It's a top button with a knife. Suicide report. Suicide. Strangled with scarf and stabbed with knife. Gate water is engraved. Yeah, the knife is from the hotel, so it wasn't bought. That's really the only, like, thing we could go after here, I think. Well, that's the only thing I think we could go after with me not thinking too hard about it so far. But it says gate water in it, which implies he didn't buy it. It just was found at the hotel. Unless the hotel has a gift store for knives, which I'm currently not counting on. Okay.
Good thinking.
Nice thinking.
Wait a second.
What?
So the basis of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand?
That's right, pal. The defendant.
Did not buy this knife.
Huh?
Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Huh?
It has a Gatewater seal set into the handle.
Gatewater? I think I've heard that name somewhere before.
That's the name of the hotel. The Gatewater Hotel.
Oh.
The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated. Oh my god, I can't believe Jason was. Let's all go home. Let's all eat at the Gatewater Hotel. Yes, this is very true. This is a very big... What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless.
They did have a knife gift shop. What?
They did have a knife gift shop. Just kidding. I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined.
How so?
I admit, this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this.
Ouch. But I didn't. Oh.
God damn.
The question is, where did this knife come from?
Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Corrigan's room.
Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. That being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table.
There's a knife and a fork on the table. A lot of bears. Then, where in the world did this knife come from?
If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Mattengard.
There's no knife on that plate.
Especially what was on top of his table. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Mattengard's knife was missing.
Ugh.
Mr. Engard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife to a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder.
Well, I guess we can go home now. It's all good. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction.
Seems like Edgeworth had this plan from the very beginning.
This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it. A murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There is quite a sizable amount of evidence here.
I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown into this court.
Evidence not yet shown?
It means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence.
What does defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright? Well...
Phoenix. The judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here...
I can take a hint. That gavel will be ringing out the sound of our defeat. Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court? I mean, I gotta, right? Do I? Do I just start swerving? The fucking...
The news.
The news?
The news juice.
Oh, news. Okay.
No, I said the juice.
Oh. Well, do I just swerve to the juice? Yeah. There's one. One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see. Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I am giving you one chance, and only one.
What the judge is saying, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here.
If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us. What?
Oh, fuck.
I know I just did, but like, there's like 8 lines of dialogue. We got with. What is this important evidence that you must show to the court? Also, you have one chance. I didn't say that line. You were a little stressed. I don't think I swerve to... If I try to swerve to fucking Adrian here, it's too soon and it's not one thing. So it probably has to be juice. Because it's just there. It's like, oh, explain the juice, Edgeworth. And that keeps the conversation going. Well, we'll see.
Blame it on the juice.
Oh.
This is a wine glass, is it not? Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. And don't kill me. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. Well, yes, I see your point. However, this glass that is sitting on the top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do you all have to say? Well, yes, it is a little peculiar. Yes, isn't it? I thought it was. You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth?
What is it, Your Honor?
Your opinion?
You don't need my opinion. Because there is no special meaning to that glass.
What?
Right. It is safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking.
That does sound very plausible. Mr. Wright? Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking? No. Because the tomato juice is only in his room. If I appear weak here, the trial's over. I can look for my proof later. Well, I found the proof for you, Phoenix. There's no tomato juice in the room. She didn't fucking pour a drink and then say, oh, he's dead. I should trust my instinct and point with certainty.
You might just fall for it, if you're thought-provoking enough.
The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing.
Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it.
What? Yeah, there's no tomato juice in On-Guard's room.
You're not thinking hard enough, right? Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice?
Then?
Of course, it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints.
Fingerprints?
There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass.
Only one? Well, whose were they?
They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were of one Adrian Andrews.
What?
That is why I said that the person who discovered this body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright?
Ugh, I can't believe I fell into another trap.
Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corridor. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the drawer. Dresser, whatever.
What you just said makes a lot of sense.
Now do you see, Wright? You can't change any part of my scenario as it explains everything all too well.
Ugh.
I've thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover.
Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict.
Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from.
Another witness?
Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness.
What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking?
Yay.
Yeah. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Witness, your name and occupation.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier.
Oh, Edgy boy. Oh, it's been, what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me.
I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet, it was the Wicked Witch of the witness stand?
He didn't
Tell you.
know.
This time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today, I'm going to tell you everything and anything. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime.
Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know. Oh my god, I'm being shot! Off!
Shush! I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps.
Yes, madam.
No, please, by every and all means, interrupt her, please! Anyways, witness, your testimony, please.
It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with?
The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldback?
It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. Only interested in a real man. Juan Corrida. Whenever her text speed goes fucking hyperspeed, I jump.
It's like anticipation.
Those two are the same age.
Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night.
Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed on the night of the murder.
Leave it to me, Edgy Poo.
Ugh.
What you witnessed?
I love Miss Oldbag.
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was On Guard, Matt On Guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room.
So Mr. On Guard came out from the victim's room.
See? It has to be him. He's the murderer.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. What you witness?
Old bag testimony. Old bag testimony.
I went to pace in the hallway.
Hold it, Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night?
The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show. I refused to help. I'll have you know, it was for that lead-headed samurai show. I even took out a few of the nails.
You're incredible.
I think it was a good thing the show didn't go on.
Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little.
And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door?
There was something I was interested in finding out.
Hold it! Something you were interested in. And just what was that?
It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone now. It's top secret between me and Juan. And Edgy Poo, of course.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in?
I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor.
Gossip.
But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to her testimony later.
Looks like we shouldn't force it right now.
Did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time?
Well, since I was on the job...
Hold it, just hold it. Oh, would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Corrida's room?
I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I kept keeping track of how old I really am.
Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not included in the report.
In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct?
There's a fucking guy there!
Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room, he was...
Yes? He was?
I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Francisca's whip right about now.
Well, I guess I can tell you, since he was such a bad boy anyway.
What a useless conversation.
He was a stupid bitch.
You saw my client? Are you sure about that?
Yes, he.
Really?
Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person.
Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a repeat of last year, I should delve into this a bit further.
I like how he just remembers last year.
Actually, all these are interesting. I'm gonna go for the clothes first, because I want... Please tell the court about this man's clothes in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are. Really, as if something like that matters.
Because if he wasn't wearing the hakama, then I have an opening. But that's... If he was, then I will swerve. But it does.
And what was it? Oh yes, it was that thing.
What thing?
That gaudy thing he's always wearing. That racing jacket.
Dude, we're in! Dude, I'm on the phone in your brain. He was wearing that at the detention center, too.
That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men.
Right. So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way? It was very important. How'd the button get there? Of course it was important, Your Honor.
Objection. Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important.
Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appended to her testimony. I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright. Witness, please.
Well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must. Clearly out of my character. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show.
I'm gonna press it anyway. Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket?
What do you think? It's not like I've seen him in anything other than that horrible thing. I'm sure he was wearing it.
The fucking helmet. She's so sure of herself that it's to the point of self-absorption.
She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying.
That's bad for us. Really bad.
But that's how the human mind is. It also has the tendency to jump off topic. She strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time too, hasn't she? But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right?
That's because you're not the one who has to question her. Alright. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Because how was the button found in his Hakama if he's wearing his normal fucking clothes? Yeah, yeah!
Hey.
Miss Oldbag.
What? Don't say my name for no reason.
Do you know what this is?
Ah, it's button number 2 on the Jammin' Ninja's costume.
Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance.
Give it here! Give it here! If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this!
Don't shoot me. Ah! Wow, she really is a die-hard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered at Mr. Onguard's body during a full body search.
See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal Onguard.
It was caught up in the pleats of his Nickel Samurai's Hakama pants.
See? And Onguard is the Nickel Samurai.
Witness. Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination. But just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt Onguard, was wearing his usual racing jacket?
I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear! If I wore the trendiest dress, then maybe you'd think I was the most gorgeous player. And instead I have to wear this ridiculous-looking outfit. You agree that it's hideous. I got a tape recorder on my chest. It's so heavy. I'd wish to switch to CDs to keep those dreams alive for all those kids who understand. Now take a look in the mirror. A documentary on curling. You take a tip or 10 from
Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. Onguard the man, but Mr. Onguard the Nickel Samurai?
when you think about it.
Oh God, what the fuck?
They're really one and the same anyway.
Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Magic Poo, do you think so too?
Well, it might be something worth considering.
Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
Alright, if you insist.
I should be the one sighing, not you. Ooh, I saw.
On guard. Yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai, that's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan.
Pretty concise.
I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy. I think it's just rude things.
But the possibility does exist.
Ah, youngins today. I told you, there is no way it was anyone else.
How do you know that?
Because I said so, and what I say is the truth.
At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
If there's ever a new Ace Attorney game, I want Old Bag as a witness.
Like, genuinely, I kind of love her. She's such a bitch.
Would you please get on with your testimony?
Watch your language, young man. What sort of tone is that to take with an elder? My usefulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs.
What?
A striking figure by the sea, standing alone, all is he. He's the Nickel Samurai.
She's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please do something about this racket?
Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you be good and just stick to just the facts.
Okay. You promise,
A
right?
piece of gum?
Right. I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at
What
a
the
later date.
fuck? Join the quarter. Remind me to send you a thank you note later too, Edgeworth, old chum.
It was the Nickel Samurai.
Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not?
Not too long ago. Now let me ask you this. When you were itty-bitty, what was your grand dream?
Philosophy?
Huh?
What did you want to be when you grew up? Whippersnapper?
My dream, huh? Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. So what?
See? And look where you're right now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you?
Well,
What I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
I love
since
her
when did
dream.
court become theatrics over testimonies?
All that matters is that man was inside the costume. Isn't that enough?
God damn. I got an achievement for Judge Wagner? Does
That's
that
incredible.
did that pop up? I don't know if that pops up in the stream, but I got an I got an achievement just for pressing that specific statement.
You're not
Wow.
Judge Wagner, you fucking bitch baby.
Congratulations on the achievement, Mr. Wright.
We're moved to tears by it, right?
And why would that be?
That way, no one could see his face, of course.
But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think the costume would make him stand out all the more.
You are such an annoying child, you know that? You disagree with everything that I say.
Isn't that what you're always doing to me?
I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume. Had to go to that post-ceremony fucking thing.
Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show?
Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing.
And that included the Jam and Ninja?
Of course, it included him. That's why when On Guard came out of dear Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought.
I see.
Well, anyway. Must have warned.
Wow. So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the Nickel Samurai?
As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning?
Can I throw in the towel yet?
You don't need to think too hard on this one.
Huh?
There's a contradiction in her testimony, and it's sitting in plain sight. The question is what that contradiction means for us.
Well, I have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. I feel like Phoenix right now. Okay, hold up, I gotta pay attention. Guess I remember the Nickel Samurai, that's right, it was the Nickel Samurai I saw. Guess it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage. So let me check my evidence real quick. Policy photo. What does this look like? I mean, I don't know if I'd call it convenient, but he's missing a hand. I'll keep that in mind if I find nothing else. I don't know if that's where I'm going for. But like if he was strangling and stabbing a guy, if one of his hands was made out of whatever the fuck that thing is, that doesn't seem great. Seems like the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. Okay, that's useless. That's not anything. I mean, like, yeah, he's also dressed up minus helmet, so that's actually not out of the question, I don't think. Strangle with this. I'm gonna say it wasn't convenient because of the hand thing? I don't know if I'm right here, but I'll take a shot. No, I'm not right, okay. Worth a shot. Your Honor, I'm fucking it up. Sometimes you gotta take a shot. I don't know.
Nick hasn't had his chips yet.
He's still feeling a little hangry.
I don't like that Mia said this one is easy. That's really like tilting me.
Wait,
Unless I just, yeah.
wait.
Unless
I mean,
unless I pressed it on the wrong
saying that
statement.
he was stabbing her, but the stated cause of death was strangling, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, a stabbing still happened.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's worth a shot, you know?
It is worth a shot, but I don't know what's gonna happen after this, so I'll take your shot, but I don't want my health to be annihilated. You've killed me.
I've killed you, I'm sorry.
No.
That's okay, I'll pretend you didn't.
Yay.
Time travel.
Galactin has never done me wrong. Only I have done me wrong.
It's true.
True.
It's true.
It's true.
I'm just now realizing, if you do lawyers with the Great Ace Attorney, you're gonna be completely on your own.
That's okay.
The only thing I could think of is there's no fingerprints on the knife if he wore the costume. But it's a tough call.
No, that's a great point. That is an excellent point.
That is a very good point, wow.
You're like straight up right about that.
Oh.
You gotta be. You gotta be just correct about it. Yeah, okay.
Oh wow.
Excellent.
Okay.
Winner.
I did it.
That, great point. But yeah, that just that went right over my head. Please take a look at this.
Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work. I've got my own.
No, what? That's whatever. That's not my intention at all. That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct? Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case? You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it.
Oh, is that what you're driving at?
That is exactly what I am driving at. What are we driving at, and whose car are we driving? Mr. Ongard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder. Then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off. Oh my god, that's fucking crazy. Holy shit. Oh, that's right, the Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
Objection. Your Honor, he probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing.
Objection! And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? I'm thinking. There is no way he would do something like that.
However, there is one possibility.
Then let's hear your possibility!
It's very
That
simple.
was the dumbest back and forth of all time.
Yeah.
I love those rooms.
Oh, this case is wonderful. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off.
But the murder still did take place.
It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and victim.
Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory? So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory? There is a contradiction. But I will save. But he wouldn't have taken the knife with him if he just was hanging out. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony.
What are you babbling about?
Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Arngard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. Because the knife...
Again.
This knife, this was used by Mr. Arngard at dinner. Yes, we did establish that. Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought the knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Corrida.
I suppose.
However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. Why the fuck did he say that? What a weird thing to say. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over it like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Oh god, that happens a lot, I think, in this court. Order, I say! Order in the court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? The frame man on guard. It's to frame my client, Mr. On Guard, of course. To frame!
Objection. Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one?
Objection! But we just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume, and if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife.
Witness!
Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Poo?
Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV?
But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai. Alright then, who are you waiting around for then?
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Corrida. Am I correct with this?
Ha ha! The way you think you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? Soulbag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corrida.
Maybe Phoenix. Maybe the old bag was waiting around for that person.
Which is weird you called her out like that. Like, that's her name, but jeez. Added the space and everything. That's who I think Mia's hinting at. It's certainly possible. Miss Oldbag. You were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? Someone who is... Wait, where'd you go?
I was just like all the way up in there.
Edgeworth fucking pushed her out. Who is this
Yeah.
person? This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. On-Guard's manager. But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room?
It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
Oh, this is... Well, this is... I see. The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing. Then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's...
Adrian Andrews. Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then.
Witness? What in the world are you...
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling. I got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course.
But what for?
No, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here?
I really don't want to do this. However, I cannot simply let this point slide.
I see. Very well then, witness, please testify about the secret information.
Get ready. This is gonna take the wind out of you young'uns.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old. Secret information.
That on-guard is one evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay?
The defendant sends his manager. What a distasteful topic for this court.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
Never heard that one before. Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person?
We have looked into this matter and found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip.
But should this be true, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited right now. That's right! On guard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Well, as the old saying goes, you gotta burn old bags with fire. What? Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. What?
Phoenix, that's a nice song reference, but that's pollution, Phoenix. That's not good.
Evil.
No, you can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander.
But it's true. That woman was getting intimate with poor Juan. Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss A.A.
But the name of the magazine that came from is Gossip Land.
What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies? What do you know? I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% truth. Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip.
Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright. Discriminate? When did I do anything like that?
Anyway, on guard will never get me to say touché. Ruin poor Juan.
No! A scandal? What do you mean by that?
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they kidding? What are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
No, I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much.
Well, that On Guard thought he could own a monopoly on popularity.
Okay.
Send his own manager.
Hold it. You don't have any proof that Mr. Onguard did any such thing.
You must be suffering from shock. The shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right.
You're right. I can't do anything. But boy, do I wish I could do something about you.
All right then, Sonny, show me what you got. Can you show me proof that On Guard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan?
What? At this hour?
Oh.
I don't know if I can specifically show that he didn't build.
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah. No. I don't have anything to offer.
See? Just as I thought. And here you were lecturing me about saying things without proof. You're just giving me a free pass to say whatever I want, silly boy.
In my big mouth.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. For you, anyway.
She took action.
I took action.
So what do you mean by I took action?
Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson, something you youngins need.
You were going to teach her a good lesson.
I was going to make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun. Like this.
No, stop!
It was too bad that woman didn't come through the door that night.
God damn.
She was going to blast the fuck out of me with that stupid toy.
Hit him with the Call of Duty ray
Wait.
gun.
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drilled a hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world did that old bag get such a secret piece of information? I want to press further for fun, but I'm like it's the camera. So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldbag?
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that!
Witness? I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it? The investigative photographer Lotta Hart. Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl!
Got a lot of hair.
She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. She reported such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrageous impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say? Then it's a
Pursuit
low-
theme.
No, I said impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless?
Ah, that's it! That's the note!
No. You see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of Juan's, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil On Guard. She said so herself. On Guard, I'm his sidekick.
On guard, I'm his sidekick.
She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking to see what she had written. Angie Pooh! You believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine.
Well, goddamn. Well, it's only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just this once. She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? Is this a moral decision?
Decision unlocked.
I'm playing.
Well, you do,
I'm
Mr.
playing.
Right.
Dude, I feel so stressed. What?
This is the case that keeps on giving, dude.
What do you think? What do you think, gang? Do I forgive?
Like, comment, and subscribe, and chat for what decision
I
to
would
make
not
at this
forgive.
juncture.
I would not forgive Wendy Oldbag for anything personally. So
I would also not forgive Wendy Oldbag because I probably would find it hilarious on whatever that's going to happen.
Well, okay. Undertale, bad route. Come on. If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness, you said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is that correct?
Oh, why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can. That's all.
You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it. I'm pissed.
Fucking love that line. Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Miss Oldbag, I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. Look at the same thing.
Double.
Miss Oldbag, that note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it? A camera? Yesterday, Lotta Hard was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, "My sweetie, $1,600 camera disappeared on me." Wah, witness!
What is it, Gramps?
If you have that note, then it's only logical that you have the camera too.
Grr. Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera that you're looking for?
That's...
Yeah, you know, look at this. I'm still a person, you know. I still eat meals like you. I fall in love, and I borrow things from
I
people.
borrow things from people. I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, "Slime Bag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire." Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
What the fuck is she talking about? A bailiff! Check this camera's photos, hurry! We must examine them at once! Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have?
There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case.
Please present it to the court.
Uh-oh.
This is the Nickel Samurai.
See? I told you. That's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. Interesting. What does all this mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Engard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is
The defendant.
Oh, why did we go through all that? How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client? Hold on, what happened to the whole knife thing? When did I lose track of that? Wasn't that a thing? Was that a thing I had in my favor?
Wendy Oldbag strikes again.
This photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, I will put Maya's life in jeopardy. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lotta took. Hopefully there's something strange with it, right?
Go for broke.
I don't know yet, but... I don't think this is relevant, I'm just looking at it again. Yeah, there's no... got broke. There's something strange with this photo.
Oh, I knew this was coming, right?
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree there is nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster.
Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? Anyway, please look at the photo one more time. If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct? Well, I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts? Now then, let's hear your objection. Again? What about this photo is strange?
One chance.
Fuck.
I did not know that this case had so many one-hit kills. Holy shit.
What about this photo is strange? So I'm just making sure, like, I'm overthinking it now that I'm like put on the spot. Whose door is this?
This would be, I assume it's Juan's because of the bear.
I think it's Swan's, yeah, with the
assume it's
flowers.
Juan's. I just wanted to make sure that the trick isn't, oh, it's the wrong room. Oh boy, what is wrong with this? This is after the murder was presumably committed, which...
That's correct.
So the knife would not be there. Strangled with a scarf. The question is, should this costume be bloody at all? Was the stab wound enough to warrant that?
Yeah, it wasn't really a lot of blood.
Yeah. Zooey Mama. Where's this guy's other hand at? Behind his back? That's a little weird, but...
Yeah, I can like barely see the cogs of it.
Hang on.
Are the hands?
The pants supposed to be that baggy?
I can't look
Oh.
at the photo to check. So I could only assume it's yes.
The Nickel Samurai
Yeah.
looks like this.
Yeah, the Nickel Samurai.
Oh, the pants are not supposed to be that baggy.
Oh, absolutely not. Holy shit.
Okay. Thank you for posting the image in the Discord chat.
Back with a save.
Yeah, I was very confident. I was thinking that image was relevant. I'm like, I could look at it, but then I wasn't able to. I'm like, oh, fuck. Go for it, team. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here. What are you pointing to? His ankles? If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't. And? What does that mean? The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. On Guard. What is the meaning of this?
Objection. I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is.
Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the Hikama. His socks! You can see his socks! Exactly. However, in this photo, The Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his Akama up just to walk. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Oh my god, it could have been anyone in this room. Oh my goodness. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time.
That's curious.
Huh? What is?
Edgeworth is unusually calm today.
That's true.
He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride.
Along for the ride? What do you mean by that?
I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all.
He doesn't feel under attack? That I haven't damaged his case at all? Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt on God, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. Shit, what have we been here for?
I figured it would come to this.
What?
Right. I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt Ungod. In that case, who is this a photo of?
Who is the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume?
Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple.
Pearl.
What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think?
Yeah. Why is he so calm? Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts as you just are a little scared after the one it kills. Who is the person in this photograph? Are we going all in?
What say you,
Yeah.
Dr. Freemoney?
He's probably shorter, at least according to this. And no, it was
You
just
mentioned that she was smaller in stature.
Yeah, it is Pearl.
That's true.
It is Pearl.
It's Pearl.
No, she's right. It's Pearl.
Adrian Andrews! If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it is none other than this woman.
And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her?
For starters, she's short. And she could freely move in and out of Mr. Onguard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Onguard that night. How does that all add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Onguard's fingerprints all over it. The knife that was used as a murder weapon!
Why don't you just say what it is you want, right?
I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Oh my god. Let's just be done with it. Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
this court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews.
You said it correctly.
A verdict
Oh,
cannot be
never mind.
passed without first hearing her testimony. Alright, this is it.
This is kind of bad for us.
Huh? What do you mean?
If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day.
One more day? If I don't get a verdict today, then my...
Mr. Wright, I'm starving your girlfriend to death.
What? And now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow. What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. Oh, fuck. I guess wait and see never was great for me. And now then, objection! Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today. What the? I can't do that. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony if she is not...
Hold it. Oh, it's me. I abhor wasting such valuable time. I didn't even expect this.
Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
But we cannot continue due to the unexpected development.
Tisk tisk. Unexpected development. I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan. Even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on.
What? Oh my god, Edgeworth is just a gamer. What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is the next witness.
Everything was planned out in advance by that man?
Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth could overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over.
Exactly.
Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. Yay.
Oh my lord. So, how about this case,
It
Freem?
will take a 1-week recess because
Yeah,
we're done for the day.
sounds good to me.
Sounds good. What do you think of this case, Freem?
Yay. I'm having a good time. Life is good.
Nice.
That's good.
We'll see
I'm
what
glad
happens.
to hear that.
We'll see what happens later. Anyway, thank you for James.
Remember, one day, James.
The cat is here.
Remember, eat your chips.
Remember,
I'm eating my chips right now.
Edgeworth handles it. Ow, 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 ow.